What's up, niggas? Welcome to my channel. Semen retention and the magic aura. You know? So, I was just realizing something. I couldn't, I couldn't not notice from these last days, like how many people started to interact with me, and especially women. I don't really care because I think most people and most women are really stupid. Like, you cannot hold a conversation for long without getting bored, you know. Um, but something I realized these last days, and I think it has to do with this semen retention aura, is just the amount of people, like women, that will be like I don't know the word in English, but kind of throwing themselves on you, if that makes any sense. Like flirting with you, you know. So the amount of women flirting with me, and even, like, people acting nice and stuff, they really caught my attention, you know. Like, through these last days, I've been even noting, because it was just too much. So I've got an average of 3 people, like 3 situations, not necessarily 3 people, because sometimes there is more people involved, you know, but at least 3 people a day. 3 situations when people are flirting with me, like randomly, you know, like in the street. um, and my theory is that that has to do with the semen retention, because I don't see any other reason. Like, okay, I'm a okay looking guy, but like I'm not like nothing else, you know. So, and even, like, what really caught my attention was actually an old man. I hope he was not a faggot, but an old man who, I think, was 2 days ago. The guy just stopped me in the street and said, like, bro, you look handsome, can I pay you with coffee? Now, saying that, I think he was probably gay, but here's the thing. But that's not the point, you know. He was not gay. I'm pretty sure he was not gay. Like, he didn't have that, like, fruity, you know, behavior, I hope. Now, saying that, well, anyway, he stopped me and he said, like, oh yeah, you have, like, really good looks and stuff. And I said, like, what the fuck, that never happened before. um and just paid me a coffee. And, like, in the same day, I went to a cheaper, and there were 4 girls outside, and they were, like, waving to me and saying, like, oh, hello, and blah blah blah. And then in the same day, like, I went to a restaurant, and the waitress was flirting with me. But she was clearly flirting, like, asking, like, oh yeah, are you doing something after here? And she was touching my shoulders and shit. So, I mean, I'm not the kind of person that, if someone says good morning to me, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, they're flirting. No, I try to be the opposite. I'm very static, but skeptic. Yeah, very skeptic. But like, those last days just made me think, like, oh yeah, must be something else, you know. And I cannot get any other explain other than the semen retention, because whenever that happens, like, if I stay, like, more than 1 month just retaining semen, and I mean, I don't jerk off. I don't jerk off at all. Like, I don't masturbate since, what, like 2 years ago, because I don't even see a point. Like, masturbating is for fucking losers, you know. But sometimes I might have sex, and I think that fucks up with your aura as well. Aura, I mean your soul, but I say aura in a way that's more palatable for God. For some reason, I'm gonna do this as a part 2, because I aren't just gonna edit. But anyway, so what I was saying is, like, your soul. I think for the reason of your soul getting more pure and more noble, like, people start to inconsciently feeling that, you know, because you don't have, like, that filthy aura or something. I don't know, like, that's what I see. and you start to attract more people. People are nicer to you, like the animals and shit, and everything seems to be better, you know, because you're not, at least with me, because I'm not a psycho. So if I do something wrong, I feel bad about it, and I start to kind of like resonate in that bad frequency, in that bad, um like I know I'm doing something bad, so I hate to say that, but I kind of start to attract other bad things, you know. So that's what I always say. Like, I'm a devout Catholic, you know. So that, you know, and that's what I always say. Like, people tend to think like, oh yeah, these Catholic dogmas and everything, they just come from nothing. They, you know, they're just like rules. I mean, that's even very stupid to say. Like, people think like most of these dogmas and all traditions, they come from absolute nothing. Like, oh yeah, you should get married with a virgin woman, or you should get married virgin for absolute no reason, just because I said so. Or just because like of a social convention. But no, you know, that doesn't make any sense. There is a purpose behind that, and there is a lot of knowledge and wisdom behind that, so people could get into those conclusions. So the same thing, like, oh yeah, why shouldn't you masturbate? Why is masturbating a sin? You know, why you shouldn't like you shouldn't be cursing or swearing, and that's something I do a lot, unfortunately. Um, but those are all like saying again in the most more palatable way, a gay way. That's what it is, a fucking gay way. Like, um, that's just putting you in bad vibrations, in kind of like bad, in a bad state of spirit. Like, your soul gets contaminated, you know, by these sins, and then all sorts of bad things happen in your life because you let devil get into your life. So praying, for example, is one of the most important things. I try to pray at least a rosary a day when I go to sauna, just because there are so many hot women there, so many. I can't, you know, it's just a feel of temptation. So the best thing I can do is just close my eyes and pray, you know. And the power of praying is so strong. Like, that I won't say is only something that goes to your subconscious, or are you doing like affirmations or mantras, or there is just a physics science behind that, because I would be neglecting the metaphysic of that, which is absurd. Like, I cannot say talk about something which is spiritual only in a secular view, you know. So I mean, that's something you can only experience doing it, you know, and really having faith. Because if I only tell, there are some things that are like, they are besides words. I don't know if that's a term, but they're besides words. Like, you cannot explain with words. You need, like, there are things that you can only feel, you know, that they transcend the words. And anyway, that's it. Like, I was just realizing this and observing like how many situations happened to me this last. The camera stopped again, so that's very annoying. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. I just wanted to say that and keep the record, because maybe in the future, like, I'd like to see how I think, and, you know, kind of have this record, kind of like a journal. I don't care, like, my videos won't get more than like 10 or 1 view. I don't care. It's just for me to see in the future and have these memories. So yeah, that's it. The powerful aura of not being a loser, you know.